Okay, so this is going to be my first vlog since in the root house.
I'll do a live tap here.
I'm probably going to make these vlogs weekly, but I just thought of it now after a month of living here at the house that I should do it. It'll just help me mediate everything. What?
It's basically like another section. Oh, thank you. Alright, so
yeah, let's get to it. So I guess the first thing would be what's been going on in the last month. Well, pretty much in the last month,
that was way too close. Way too close.
Nothing. Let's see. Root living conditions. So the root house is pretty cool. Nothing really out of the ordinary besides the main room, which I'm in right now, and there's like tons of computers everywhere. And that's really it. Like, there's a kitchen, there's bathrooms, there's a pool, but it's too cold for that. As you can see, I'm wearing a sweater. It's really cool sitting next to xKawaiian and Hydra, because they're really good players, and you can just learn a lot from them. So I can already tell that I'm improving a little bit. The first couple of weeks I've been here, I've been getting ready for the release of Legacy of the Void, playing the beta, and also playing some HOTS when the beta was down, like right before BlizzCon, both to give Hydra practice and just keeping my mechanics up to date. And at the end of the month, we went to BlizzCon, and it was really cool. I got a pro player pass. If you guys saw my Twitter, I was pretty stoked about that, because I got to go everywhere where the pros went, and I was in every area. So I got to meet like all the Koreans and stuff. So it was a really cool experience. And yeah, it was really fun. It was probably one of my most favorite experiences of my StarCraft 2 life. I think I'll be doing like a history vlog of how I got into StarCraft and stuff like that, because some people are like interested in that, but I'll do that later on. Past month, right when I moved to the root house, I also joined Exile 5. It's a Australian team. If you guys don't know who Pig is the like captain of it. But they opened up an NA branch, and I think Agile Zerg is the captain, and it's believe very good Protoss player, Agile, really good Zerg player, and Nero, a really good, like, solid Zerg player. And I think they wanted a Terran player, and they didn't want to be like scummy and take like the best people that are like top A grade, that have like already a team, and they don't want them to like be cutthroat. So Agile, I think, referred to me like as a solid mechanical player, and he thinks, which pretty much I got onto the team by pure luck. But I understand that, and I just am gonna try to do my best to make an impression in a StarCraft scene. And I know I'm the weakest out of all the players, so I'm gonna try my hardest. It gives me like motivation to do better, which I think is a pretty cool thing. So far, Exile 5 has been great. I got to meet Pig and Dot at BlizzCon, and they're really cool. Like, Pig's such a great guy, like, and he even told me like tricks. Like, I never wrote down build orders and stuff like that, and he's like, well, if you write it down, you can refine it. And like, I believe him, because he's like such a solid player, and he's consistently like placing and stuff. Like, he's someone to look up to for a better player. And yeah. Expectations. So I'm just expecting to be, like, the reason I came to the root house is just to be a better player, to try to make an impression in StarCraft, especially the North American scene. So I'm gonna try to be at least a consistent top 16 GM player, which right now I'm only in the 50, but like the 100 to like the 25 mark is very competitive, and there's only like, you're only like a point or two away from like dropping 3 or 4 places. So it's like really it's really competitive in that area. And then top 16 is like when the good solid players just branch out and do a lot better. But I either want to like play some tournaments or just be notable in the StarCraft scene. And pretty much, I told myself if I'm the same as when I left home to come here as I am 5 months later to go back, I was pretty much going to retire. But I can already tell that I'm getting better, so we'll see if I stick to it.
Okay, well, we can play that one, and then Melcher.
Streaming-wise, streaming's been great. Actually, I've been getting more viewers than I ever have. I think I broke 100 viewers without a host, so hopefully I can get a sub button soon.
That means we only
Pretty excited about the numbers and everything like that. And I'm starting to become a notable figure in the streaming community. I think I'm going to start doing guides and stuff. Even though the guides probably won't help top players, it's just going to help like my viewers, which most of them are probably just watching me for my personality and my good looks, of course. But also because I'm like aggressive and stuff like that. I don't put on boring games. I think that's the main thing people watch me for, and I'm really I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, sorry. This is my first vlog, so I'm not very good at it, especially staring at the webcam, because I'm always used to like looking at the screen when I stream, so it's weird using YouTube like that. Meta so far, I think TVP is my best matchup right now. There's two styles that Protoss players are playing: the Blink Disruptor style, or the Adept, Immortal, High Templar style. Both are pretty good, but I think I have a grasp on the matchup, so it's really nice. TVZ I struggled with the most in the beginning of Legacy of the Void. I thought it was going to be like HOTS, where I was like really good at it, and you could just do whatever you want, and as long as you have pretty good micro and multitasking, you could just win. But it's not like that at all, especially when Ultras come out, just because the Marines are useless against Ultras. And you need to either go into Ghosts or Liberators. I haven't tried the Ghost method yet, but I've tried Liberators, and I can tell you, like, if you go Liberators, you have to go, like, double Thor protection, because they're going to go Corruptors. And I know I'm, like, a very arrogant, bio player, and I don't like mech at all, but I've been learning from a couple of Terran players, and I've been seeing how they play mech, and I've played mech twice so far. I'm 2-0 versus Zerg, so possibility, like, and I also figure I should keep myself flexible, so if people only think of me as a bio player and I whip out mech sometime in a match or something, they'll be like, what? And they'll be like totally unexpected, so maybe I'll keep that as my secret weapon. TVT is still really iffy. The Siege Tank drops and Marine Tank is just like, if you misclick once, you're just gonna die. Like, a lot of people have been just dropping their tanks altogether when they stim in their bio, which I don't think is a smart idea. You pretty much will just, I'll do a guide about this, but pretty much you just want to stim your Marines in, spread them, while at the same time kind of like doom dropping your medevacs with Siege Tanks. But I've just been doing my drop heavy style. I think that's where I excel, is when I do multi-drops, and where I can micro little things and come out on top. Anything else? I didn't really plan to like go into like details about everything. I also do a Root house tour, even though I'm pretty sure that Root did a house tour with White Raw, so if you check out their channel, I'm pretty sure they'll there's a video there. I guess you guys want to know like daily life of the Root house. I pretty much get up at around 9 or 10. I'm in a room that's facing east, so when the sun comes up, it shines straight through my window, and there's like, the whole wall is like a window, so, and I don't have curtains, so I'm forced to wake up, so I have this, it makes it so I don't sleep in, which is really nice, but it's also a pain in the ass sometimes. So I get up in the morning, and it's usually just a couple of people up, but there are people that sleep in the basement, like Jim Rising, and he doesn't have a window, I don't think, so he just sleeps all day. He wakes up like at 7 p.m. or something like that. But pretty much wake up, eat, maybe watch some vlogs, or not vlogs, some VODs, or like, I have like a YouTube, like a little sideshow, like SC2 Motivation, where I just pretty much watch all these like old like Terran highlight clips, and it just keeps me passionate. It's really hard to go streaming. Like people don't understand if you've never streamed before. When you lose as a streamer and you know that people are watching, it just hits you twice as hard. And but when you win, it's like they're like GG, like that was a great game. You did this and this and this. But like when you lose and like you keep losing, especially to the same stuff, and you just get like tilted and frustrated, it's just it hits you that much harder. So I think it's good for a lot of players to just work on their mentality, which I've been doing. Cats has helped me a lot with that. Nero, who's like probably the best example you can ever learn from in the StarCraft 2 community, how to take losses like a champ. Like, he never gets emotional. He just understands that it's purely a game of skill, and if you lose, it's something you did, and if you won, it's because you made less mistakes than your opponent, kind of thing. Tournament-wise, I don't think there's any tournaments really coming up. I'm going to start competing in the ESLs, Americas, because I think I can win, or at least place well in them. And also, they're really good for tournament experience. All the people that have won, I've taken a game off of, at least. So I think I can do really well in them. I think I just have that anxiety of like not competing to my full potential. I would say I'm not a very consistent player right now. I'm not very solid, but when I'm good, I'm great, and when I'm bad, I get worse. Like, it's a love-hate relationship, which I think a lot of people think about StarCraft. But yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing vlogs weekly. Not exactly a week, but when I find time, pretty much, and when I have more stuff to talk about. Oh, I guess I'll talk about that later, but pretty much I'm leaving for Christmas break, and not gonna take my computer with me, but it kind of sucks because my computer, like, when I go home, my birthday's 2 days after Christmas, so I guess I'll do a birthday stream before or after, depending on how I feel like. But I can't wait to go back home. Family and rock climbing, just like being active. Pretty much, I'm got no exercise whatsoever. So, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this vlog. Shout out to xKawaiian, my team, and the Root for letting me stay here, and all my viewers and fans, and everyone else that's supported me thus far. And yeah, I'll come out with more guides and stuff. I'm working on that. It's just I'm new to everything, so yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.